what was the plan there? Was there an official, I mean, like, did you guys have a business plan? What was your capacity at the time? And I'm assuming you weren't nearly as dialed as you are now, is what I'm trying to learn.
No.
Yeah.
Well, and then we realized pretty quickly that I do the books, he did all the work. I know how to use a computer and balance a checkbook. Those were my skill sets to
Right.
start. But using the internet, I mean, just Googled, how do you start a business in New Mexico? So I would like go find him on job sites, like, here, I need you to sign this. Like, oh, they need your signature on this, you know, da-da-da. I had no credit because I was a child.
Right, literally.
So I was like, hey, you have to do this and this. So I was the kind of fact finder, finding things and doing all the paperwork side. And then we just kind of started telling a few neighbors and friends, like, oh, we're going to start our own business. So when we finally, I don't know that there was a real, like, intentional date. It was just like, if we don't do it now, it's never going to happen. So we had one neighbor who needed a furnace. So we were like, okay, well, we have our first job. So we'll put our 2 weeks notice in. Most likely they're going to let you go because you're starting your own business.
Right.
And on Monday we have one job. And then after that, I Googled, well, to have a successful business, you're supposed to have a business plan. So I was like, oh, well, let me write one of those. So I would just start. Anyways, he didn't know this at the time, but in our little one-room apartment, I was starting to write this business plan and had a goal in 10 years that we would have a shop in town with 10 employees. So that's where I was headed. And then he didn't know that until 10 years later.